Video, I will talk about what is branded dropshipping. I will show you the pros and cons of branded dropshipping. I will also show you some examples of branded dropshipping stores and more branded stores. And I will also tell you when to start, when it's a good point to start with branded dropshipping. So with branded dropshipping, you can create a unique brand and sell products without managing inventory and shipping. Everything works exactly the same as normal dropshipping that Samuel, Dennis, and Ryan talked about in the previous videos. The only difference is that your store looks more like a real brand. Okay, so let's start with the pros of branded dropshipping. One, your website is more trustworthy. This is the main reason I love branded dropshipping, because you can have a store with, for example, only products that are in a certain niche, and so it came across more trustworthy instead of you having a store that sells cat products and also clothing and also home products. Oh, sometimes that comes across a bit scammy. So that's what I like about branded dropshipping, is that you build way more trust. Okay, two, you can test less products and have the same results or better as general dropshipping. This is also a huge con because, of course, you cannot test as much products with branded dropshipping as general dropshipping, because you're, of course, limited to your niche. But what you can is sell products for a longer period of time without dying out. Okay, three, you can have a higher average order value because people will buy more products. Of course, only if you sell multiple related products in the same niche. So you can do this with upsells. I recommend the app for that. Like MBC bundles is a good one, frequently bought together, in-cart upsells, and there are way more apps that you can use for that. Four, you can scale faster and test product way more easy than a brand with inventory. Yeah, that's also a thing like a lot of people don't think about. For example, if you have a brand with inventory, you are always limited to the inventory. So if your inventory runs out, you cannot scale anymore. And with drop shipping, you can unlimitedly scale your products. Point five, shipping prices are cheaper compared to shipping from a 3PL in Europe or America. For the people that don't know what a 3PL is, 3PL is a fulfillment center that sends out your products. So, for example, we with Icon Amsterdam have a 3PL in the Netherlands in which we send out to the rest of the world. But for example, if we send with Icon a package from the Netherlands to America, it costs us around $20. But if you send out the same package and the same weight from China, it only can cost around $5. So that's a huge difference. And that's also a huge con about branded dropshipping and dropshipping in general. Five, shipping prices. Oh, that's the one I already told. Six, you can make the transition to a real brand with inventory very easy. Because the only thing you have to change about your branded dropshipping store, if you want to make a real brand of it, is buying stock. The rest stays the same. Your logo stays the same, your website, and everything around it. Seven, you can sell the same product for a longer period of time without dying out. Yeah, that's also what you see with Icon. Some products of us we already sell for around 5 years, and they're still our best sellers. And of course, with drop shipping, you need to keep testing because a lot of the times you have products that die out for a while, and then you can test them again. And what you see then is that they also work again and have a good performance again. Eight, you will have a higher returning customer rate, of course, only if you deliver a good service and you are in a good niche. Because, for example, if you only have one product, of course, you will not. Of course, you can have a really higher returning customer rate, but of course, you need to have a product that people come back for. And the last one, and I think the one of the most important one, you really build on a brand and can maybe exit it later for loads of money. That's also a huge thing because, of course, you have a branded dropshipping store. You can later make the transition to a real brand with inventory, and then you can maybe make an exit for 6, 7, or even 8 figures. Okay, the cons about branded dropshipping. You can only sell products in the same niche. That's a big con, and that's why I think the best thing to do is start with general dropshipping and later do the transition to branded dropshipping, because then you can test product in way more niches, and like every product that you see online you can test. And with branded dropshipping, you can only test products in the same niche. So, for example, you have a store in the home niche, you can not out of nowhere test products that are in the clothing niche because that doesn't match with your brand. To if you want to sell products outside your niche, you need to make a whole new store. Also, big on three, you need to be more creative and unique. When you start with branded dropshipping, you need to be creative and unique because you need to have your own style. You know, you can't just copy everything from other people. No, you want to have your own style, come up with own ideas, make your own ads, give your own taste to it. So if you are not creative and are not unique, I recommend you just to start with general dropshipping, what we explain in this course, and then of course, if you get a more feeling of it, of things what work, you get more creative with it, like then it's a good point to start with branded dropshipping. Okay, four, if you have less products you can sell, you have less products to sell compared to general dropshipping because you're limited to your niche. And the last one, your competition are big brands with inventory. Because, for example, if you're like selling clothes, you have a branded dropshipping store selling clothes. Of course, you have competition like us with Icon or like ASOS, Boom, and other big brands. While if you do like more general dropshipping and, for example, sell more products like that solve a problem or are more gadget, like there are not many people who sell those products. There's also like almost no brands who sell that type of product, so you have less competition with that. Okay, when to start branded dropshipping? You have two options. Option one is from the beginning by choosing a niche or certain products. And option two, the one that I recommend, first start with the general store and find a product or niche you want to build a branded store around, and then start with branded dropshipping, because then you can first try a lot of different markets, sell a lot of different products in different niches, and then see what works for you and what you like, and then you can start to make a branded dropshipping store around it. Important points to focus on with branded dropshipping: a strong logo and brand colors, know your audience, who is my customer, a high quality website with a style that fits the audience, good quality images, information about the brand and where it stands for, clear unique selling points, upsells in the niche, and the last one, social proof. You can do that, of course, with reviews and things like that. Okay, here are some examples of branded dropshipping stores. So let's start with this one. Clock Canvas. Clock Canvas, I think they already exist now for around 5 years or so. When I started with e-commerce, they were already doing great numbers, and I think they're still doing great numbers. So in which niche they are in the wall art. They are selling like everything that you can put on the wall. So, for example, canvas, as you can see here, paintings. They sell clocks. So they have a really good niche. And what you see here, they have very clean images. They also have like their collections with bestsellers, sports collection with nice pictures of Lionel Messi, abstract collections, and also some upsells. So let me go to the product page. This is what I really like. So it's very easy to shop. So you can select the size or the model that you want. And then you can select here the size. And also they have a good size chart here. Then you can choose the type. So, for example, unframed, gallery wrap, framed prints, or framed gallery wrap. So that's also very good. So people know exactly, can choose what they want. And also here, they're playing on scarcity. So the sale ends in a few hours. Good add to cart here. This is also very nice. They have like pillows that they do upsells that are exactly matched with the wall art. I think this is a very good one because, of course, you want your interior to match. So yeah, they do that in a very good way. They also have some clean, unique selling points here, some upsells. They tell about the brand, things where they stand for, some reviews, social proof. So yeah, just a very good brand. Okay, here other example, the Grey Wolf. They are selling drop shipping clothes in the same niche, so they're aiming for some older men who want to have a nice jacket. So also like the modern man. I think this is a very good audience because there are not many big brands selling these type of products. So that is why it can work very well. Also have a very nice product page, some some social proof here, like worn by 10,000 people, unique selling points, reviews here. Also good store. Another one for the ladies here. Clothes, dress. This is a store, a branded dropshipping store that sells bags. I think this is also a very good niche because, of course, girls always buy bags. They love bags and bags that match with different outfits. I see they here are selling in Germany. So this is also a potential store that you can start. Maybe the only point that I see is that the bags are quite expensive. So maybe if you can arrange cheaper bags, that it can go even harder. Here also some nice social proof that they have. And if I was them, what I would do is I would make some nice videos with some influencers, some UGC content, things like that. And I think I can really scale products like this. And also their website doesn't look that good. It doesn't look feminine. Their logo is not nice. They don't work with the same colors. So I don't think this is not a good yeah, brand. But of course, if you can make this yourself and you can give it a good brand vibe, work with the same colors, make it more feminine, add the good unique selling points, of course, some nice reviews here. And I think you can make it a big success, of course. So this is a good idea to start for a girl who wants to sell bags. And let me show another example. And other examples you can, of course, check yourself. I will give you guys the document. Mark's Lies. This is, I think, a UK branded dropshipping brand who sell yeah, items in in the home niche. They have nice coffee tables. They're especially specialized in lamps. I also had a lamp store and wall art store in the future in the past, which I did 20K days with. It's a very good niche. I've sold also many of these products. These ones I also sold. So I think they're still very good products because always people want like simple lamps like this or this. I also sell this one, but yeah, it was too big to send from China. So of course, if you're buying inventory, then this can be a good one. I think they have inventory. So yeah, they're also doing a great job. They also have custom images. I think the images look very good. So yeah, these were some examples of branded dropshipping store. I think this video was very valuable. And yeah, I recommend you guys all to just start with general dropshipping, get a feel of what works and what yeah, fits you, and then yeah, go to the more branded side and yeah, go for branded dropshipping. Okay, have a good day, guys. Bye bye.